In the silence of the most heavily guarded halls of the Vatican, where marble walls remember whispers of centuries past, there is a story that has inspired awe and suspicion for generations. It is the story of a lost letter from Jesus Christ himself, said to be hidden deep within the Apostolic Archives. Behind doors heavier than truth, in a room no one dares to name. It all begins in the 1st century AD, in ancient Edessa, now Sanliurfa, Turkey. King Abgar V, gravely ill, sent a letter to Jesus, asking him to come to his city and heal him. According to tradition, Jesus did not come but replied with a letter promising to send one of his disciples after the resurrection. This letter, known as the Letter of Jesus to Abgar, is recorded in the apocryphal text Doctrina from the 4th century. Although it appeared in many manuscripts, the Church never recognized it as authentic. In 495 AD, Pope Gelasius I and his theologians classified it as apocryphal, forbidding its use in liturgy or teaching. Yet legends endured, whispers that the original letter was never lost, but found and hidden. Medieval documents mention that in the 13th century, during renovations of St. Peter's Basilica, Franciscans discovered a mysterious chest containing a letter in Aramaic, inked in resin and gold on fabric edged with gold. This letter was more than theological. It held cryptic instructions, perhaps a spiritual guide or a warning. The letter reportedly began with these words: Caritas et gratia main in aeternum, scio quod eum decalogen extracturus sum omnum animum quicitum. Let love and grace endure forever. I know that I will pull every sought soul from the darkness. Whatever its truth, the letter was transferred to the secret Vatican archive, known as Archivum Secretum Apostolicum Vaticanum. Though secretum means private, the name fueled conspiracy theories for centuries. Millions of documents are kept there: royal letters, scientific works, inquisitorial records, even Templar files. Access is extremely limited, granted only to select scholars under strict conditions. In recent times, some researchers claim to have seen catalogs referencing an item labeled Epistola Domini Salvatoris ad Regem Abgarum, but the document itself remains unavailable. In 2012, Italian journalist and Vatican insider Gianluigi Nuzzi alleged a high church official confirmed the existence of unofficial gospels and letters that would never be published because they could shake the foundations of faith. Jesuits in the 17th century also mentioned copies of the divine letter not for the eyes of unbelievers, used as secret theological bases for their sermons. These accounts mysteriously disappeared from archives in the 19th century amid political upheaval in Italy. The contents of the lost letter are thought not to be mere spiritual messages but profound mystical instructions, perhaps about human destiny or cosmic design. Some believe it contains sentences never written in the canonical Gospels, revealing Jesus' inner mission and connection with ancient prophets and heavenly laws. Others suggest it holds a prophecy, a warning about what is to come. Rumors say papal exorcists guarded the chest and performed prayers to prevent its knowledge from disturbing the world's balance. The meanings may overlap. Spiritually, the letter could be a universal message of love, equality, and spiritual freedom beyond church hierarchy. Politically, it may reveal Jesus' stance toward the imperial powers of the time, possibly evidence that his movement had revolutionary aims challenging Rome's authority. Apocalyptically, it might foretell the end of an era and the dawn of another, a transformation from institutional religion to spiritual enlightenment. Legend says it contains the line, "And the day will come when those who worship me will be the first to betray me." If the letter leaked to the public, consequences could be vast. Theological crisis within the Catholic Church, debates over gospel authenticity, loss of trust among believers, renewed interest in apocryphal texts, rise of spiritual movements outside institutions. Some experts believe it could unite religions under a shared spiritual truth, while others warn it could cause chaos and division. One document from the forgotten catalog of the Benedictine monastery Monte Cassino might change everything. In the 18th century, Italian priest Don Alessio Marconi wrote that during a private Vatican audience, he was shown a fragment of old parchment. He described the text as trembling with the weight of the world and recognized the word veritas, Truth, written 3 times, growing darker with each repetition. After that meeting, Alessio mysteriously disappeared en route to Naples. His writings were found buried beneath a stone cross in the monastery garden, but without the parchment. In 1929, when the Lateran Treaty established the Vatican as a sovereign state, Pope Pius XI ordered the archives to be digitized, except for certain manuscripts transferred to the Black Room. This chamber, guarded by the Swiss Guard and Jesuits, remains sealed. Theologian Maria Fabri, who gained rare access in 1996, reported seeing documents without numbers, marked only with symbols, one a flaming cross repeating every 3rd page. Esoteric scholars say this symbol denotes the fiery key, knowledge that can open doors or consume those unprepared. The question is no longer whether the lost letter exists, but who knows about it, and if it contains words that could change how we understand Christ, His message, and our purpose. Are we ready to hear them? Perhaps the truth is already among us, in the silent whispers of archives, in the minds of those who glimpsed it, in the empty spaces between forbidden lines. And maybe, when the time is right, it will find its way into the world. Because words from eternity can never be silenced forever.